Howdy gamers, Old Gamer Guy here. Halloween is not quite over yet because I realized I missed a big game in the store. Visage was available on the 31st and I just didn't see it, but this is a game that I have been waiting for quite a while. So when I noticed it in the store, I bought it and downloaded it, and we're about to check out the first hour or so, but I'm not going to show raw gameplay footage. This is going to be sort of a montage of my first hour, so I don't spoil too much. There are a few spoilers in here, though, so be aware of that. I'm not going to talk the whole time, but I'll talk here and there. So, without further ado, let's get to it. So there's a nice uplifting beginning to the game. Clearly this is not going to be an upbeat experience. If you ever played the demo or watched videos for a game called PT, this next little bit should look kind of familiar to you. I think this game was clearly heavily influenced by PT and also by a game called Amnesia, as we will see here in a bit. This room is a hub containing items that represent your progress through the game. These items are collected in different ways, including the end of a chapter. Once collected, these items will automatically appear in the progress room. So we've got what looks like a little altar or shrine with some display stands. The graphics in this game are pretty nice, and the lighting, I think you can see, is pretty nice.
Hello, Twain. It's Rose, your neighbor. I know it's late, and I know that I tend to be a little anxious about small things. I apologize for that, but I'm getting a bit worried. I haven't seen you out of the house in about 3 weeks. Is everything all right? Could you call me just to let me know everything's fine? All right. Bye-bye.
We need a key with a small mirror attached to it for that door. That reminds me of Resident Evil. Your character's sanity will affect your gameplay. Standing too long in the dark will decrease your character's sanity amongst varying other elements. Your character's sanity is represented by the brain icon in the lower left corner of the screen. If you see the brain clearly, your character's sanity is dangerously low and dangerous events will occur. The red cloud icon appears when you are in a stressful situation, which decreases your character's sanity. So that is like the game Amnesia, which is a really good game. If you haven't played it, I suggest checking it out. Paranormal events occur randomly throughout the game. Learn to identify these paranormal events as they hinder your progress and decrease your sanity greatly. Your character's sanity also affects the number of paranormal event occurrences. I think that is also like Amnesia, if I remember correctly.
Today, the weather is going to be absolutely celestial. The temperature won't drop below 77 degrees, and it's going to be one hell of a sunny day. Get your sunscreen towels out and take your whole family to the beach. Take a day off and show your loved ones how much you care about them on this wonderful vacation. On another note, today we got a special guest with us, and we're going to have a lot of fun stuff.
Taking this item will begin a chapter. You will not be able to begin a different chapter until you have completed this one. I decided not to pick up whatever that was to begin that chapter. Light bulbs can be used to repair broken lights or lamps. So, as we've already covered, the darkness is a big deal, and you need lamps or candles or some other light source to keep the darkness at bay. Pills act as an aid for your character's sanity. They are essential to your survival when your sanity is dangerously low. They are the only viable option to recover your sanity. There are two types of items: key items and dynamic items. Dynamic items are stored when possible in your dynamic inventory. They are usually discardable. Key items are essential to your progress and are stored in your key inventory. And you can hit the touchpad to bring up your inventory. Which sort of brings me to my first criticism of the game. It's not a huge criticism, but I thought I'd mention it. I feel like the controls and especially the item management is a little bit awkward. I'm sure that comes from translating the game from PC to console, but I thought I would mention it. I don't know if you heard that little click, but apparently one of the lights turned off by itself, which is, of course, a paranormal event, and it scared me a little bit. But let's move on. Let's not think about it too much. Taking this item will begin a chapter. You will not be able to begin a different chapter until you have completed this one. I decided to go ahead and start this one. This is a drawing of a panda, clearly, but now we have started a chapter. Lucy's chapter, an insidious friend. And I'm trying to not have too many spoilers, but there are clearly a few spoilers here. So just be aware. We've got a fairly dark room, a little girl's room, I think. We can open this closet here. There's a candle, a place to put candles right there. Some toys. So I've been searching this room. I've turned on a light or two. Haven't really found much of apparent interest anyway. But here we have another closet, and here's where things get interesting. I knocked on the wall, and there was an answering knock, which is, of course, creepy. This game is very creepy, especially with headphones on. But look at this. This other closet door is now jammed, and the door I used to enter the room is now jammed, so I am stuck in this room. I searched around, didn't really find much, so I ended up back here at the creepy drawing. So something obviously happened there, but I wasn't really sure what. So I decided to start looking around the room again, and lo and behold, this door is now no longer jammed. So I'm not going to spoil any more in that room, but I thought that was a cool little sequence. Candles are stationary lights that can be lit with a lighter. Moving around with a candle will cause it to extinguish. They last a long time and act as light sources that will increase your sanity. So candles are good. Here's another slight spoiler, just a kind of a scary, creepy event that I thought was cool. I was in this room looking at these photos, and there is a TV to my left that's casting the light into the room. It's got a scene on it, but I turned the TV off, and then it wouldn't turn back on. And then it came on by itself, and it has a different picture on the screen, so I had to check it out. And if you look at that doorway with the flashing light, just very faintly, it looks like there is a girl with long hair, sort of a grudge type figure standing there. Very creepy. Here's another example of the awkward controls I was talking about. I'm sure this is something I will get used to after a certain amount of time, but I unlocked the door, but then I had a hard time actually getting the door open. I'm sure this is completely my fault, but I'll just go ahead and blame the controls. Lighters are used as a minor source of light to explore the house, and they last a limited amount of time. They will not prevent stress buildup, so they don't help with your sanity, but they can be used to light candles. I'm sure you've noticed that I'm hearing a very creepy noise right now. I'm very creeped out playing the game. There's a freezer right here in this little room. I think this is the doorway where the girl was standing on the TV screen. But now there is another sound coming from this room. There is a camera over here that was not there when I walked by just a few moments ago. But now there is a camera up here just automatically taking pictures. And with that unexplained event, we have reached the end of my first hour of gameplay. If you can't tell, I'm really liking this game. It's very creepy. It's obviously a slow-paced game. I haven't been attacked by a creature or anything like that, but it's very, very creepy, especially with headphones. There are obviously clues to find and puzzles to solve. If you like games like Amnesia or Outlast or Alien Isolation, I think you should probably check out Visage. But with that, we have reached the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching.